Hello everyone and welcome back to TTUB Tabletop Unboxing. I'm Trent, the board game nerd, and today we're going to be playing more Magic the Gathering Arena. And today we're playing a different deck. I'm pretty sure if you guys are on the Reddit of Magic the Gathering Arena, this is currently at 500 upvotes and counting for getting a player named Frost from all the way from Gold to Mythic over a weekend. It's a Turbo Cycle deck. And I've been playing it for the last day or so, and I have to say, at the very beginning, I was losing games to and from. I couldn't wrap my head around it, moving around from all the aggro decks and the no-brainer Garuda decks, but this is extremely potent. And let me tell you how. So there's a couple of win cons here. Zenith Flare becomes stronger and stronger as the game goes on, as we cycle through our cards, and it can deal damage to face. So, at the very end of the game, if you're fighting a Garuda deck and you have one of these in your hand, fucking keep it, because they're going to keep cycling through you, and you can just deal like 27 damage to face as soon as they finish milling you. And what else is there? There is Boon of the Wishgiver to give us more card draw halfway through the game if we need it. Eudora, Wandering Monster, which I feel that I don't really use that much. It's hard to get him off, but when you cycle him 4 times, he just goes into your playing field instead of going straight to your graveyard, making him extremely strong. And what else is there? There is Flourishing Fox, which you want to play as early as possible if you manage to get the drops for him or you manage to get him at the very beginning. Our engines are Drowned Healer, along with Drowned Stinger, who does 1 damage to each opponent and heals you for 1 life each time you cycle. And you want to get this out as soon as possible to get your engine going. In order to... this doesn't have removal in the traditional sense. You have Startling Development to cycle through. You can become a 4/4 to take out their... If you're against mono red, you'll be fighting this against their Steamkin, trading them off to get them. If you're fighting against mono red again, you go for blood, and then you target a creature they control, and then you fight that creature. And you want to trade off your bears, which is what the guy was saying. Drowned Stinger and Healer can also be used to chump block or just to be traded for. Your real meat of your deck, though, is the Ironclad Pyromancer along with Rail. So this card basically scales as the game progresses because it gets more power the more instants and sorceries you have in your graveyard. But its second effect is what you really want. When you discard 1 or more cards for the first time each turn, draw that many cards. Okay, so your opponent forces you to discard a card, you draw a card. If you cycle, draw another card. So instead of drawing 1, you draw 2. An Ironclad Pyromancer. Whenever you draw your second card each turn, it deals 3 damage to any target. So you want to get this out as soon as possible, along with your Rail. If you have these 2 on the field, you're basically doing a Lightning Strike each turn during yours and your opponent's. And the Lightning Strike can go towards your opponent, straight to face or to remove any of their creatures. We have a bunch of lands here. And there's a good coverage here. Rygrin is a cycling land that we're going to be using to get coverage, but you're going to be mainly using it for its cycling costs after the initial place down, because you only need 1 of them on the field. There's a lot of shock lands, Sacred Foundries, and Footfall Crater is here for the matchup against Cauldron, just so you have Trample and Haste to get through from their Cauldron Familiars. There is talk about using Hushbringer because it's flying lifelink and creatures entering the battle or dying don't cause abilities to trigger. And I'm thinking of putting one of these in instead of the Footfall Crater because of the prevalent use of Garuda decks. And there was also, Deafening Silence, was it? Deafening Silence is also a very good card to have inside your deck because each player can't cast more than 1 non-creature spell per turn. And rarely will you ever be casting more than 1 creature spell per turn. As soon as you get your engines out, there's literally no need. So we're going to put one of those in our deck to see how that goes. Okay, not bad, not bad. Turn 1, Flourishing Fox. Turn 2, Stinger. Turn 3, cycle the Startling Development if necessary. Opponent is playing Garuda. Alright. We're going to keep the Zenith Flare because that's probably going to be a win con later on. The question is, Will we be able to get the mana for it? If you guys watch my other video on the Garuda deck, you'll know for a fact that it is extremely luck dependent. Paradise Druid. We'll play our planes. We'll play our Stinger. And we're gonna attack. He won't block with the Paradise Druid. He needs that. If he does, then he's not being a very good player. Okay, let's see what we got. Damn it. We need to hit our 4th land drop to guarantee the Zenith Flare for later on. In fact, we can just attack with these 3 on our turn to get a little bit more value out of it. So this will increase the Zenith Flare's power from 1 to 4. What does he have for 3 mana? No, he can play the Elite Guard Mage to heal up a little bit. Oh, Humble Naturalist. That's a new one. He's gonna play Gyruda next turn. We're gonna just take him for whatever he has. Oh, bad choice, my friend. Bad choice. So fucking tempted to kill him. Yes. Okay, we basically won now. We're gonna play our Ironclad just for the lulz. It's a tree. Our deck are full of odd numbers. Garuda. There's a Tassa. Spark Double. Elite Guard Mage would actually be a better option for him. Charming Prince. No, not a Garuda, okay. Dream Trawler? Alright, 14 damage. Good game. And that's how you beat Garuda. We're going first. Nothing to play. We're gonna mulligan. Okay, much better. Keep this. Put Go for Blood down. Put down the Steam Vents. See how opponent responds. We have our Stinger and our healer. He's playing mono red. Let's assume that. Put down the healer. If it gets removed, no harm done. Lava Coil. Okay. Not bad. Play down the Pyromancer. Legion Boss. Block. Could be a Winota deck, we're not too sure yet. Play another one. Cycle Go for Blood. Destroy the Legion War Boss. Attack face. No attacks. I definitely think it's a Winota deck, though. So he probably should have attacked his token. Probably thinking of using Lava Coil again on the Pyromancer. Legion Boss. Chump Block. Island. You want to keep the Stinger. Actually, we're going to remove the Stinger because we want to draw 4 cards next turn. Attack the Legion War Boss. And then we're going to attack the token. Because for some reason, he's populating his board like that. Ah, so it is mono red. Cavalcade. It's a good thing we saved this. Chump Block. My turn. Okay, a bit sore that we didn't get to drop. Oh, for you guys wondering, I took out the Deafening Silence. I put in Hushbringer because Garuda and Winota is just, it's everywhere. Jesus. We're gonna do this. Very nice. Keeping this, he's playing blue, flash, or I don't know what he's playing, so we're gonna play it safe. Sacred Foundry into the healer. Blue-green. Probably Simek Flash. Will you take out my healer, my good friend? Quench, maybe. You shall not. Flash in the Brine Cutter. Growth Spiral. Has no lands in hand. He just drew that. Otherwise he would have played it in his last turn. So we shock ourselves for the cycle. Now we have a pretty good curve going on. We're going to enter this one tapped. Just in case, we're going to attack first to see how he responds. Will he flash anything in? Brazen Borrower, okay. Very nice. So he is playing a flash deck. So against a flash deck, what do we want? We want to heal or do we want to do more damage? We want to do as much damage as possible because he has no way of healing himself. Next turn we're going to play the Ride. Pay 2. Play the Arroweyes. Will he flash in with his Wolf? He has Quench. Okay, not bad, not bad. Resolve that. We're gonna lose our Go for Blood. Judging by the speed of that, he has no counters left in his hand. Play the Rel first to see if we want to shock ourselves. Will he play another counter? If he does, he won't have another thing to respond with. Okay. We're gonna shock ourselves with this. Play our healer. Will he have another Quench out? That's all we're doing. We're just baiting out all of his counter spells. Yeah, that one was a bit long. He had something in there. Probably gonna activate the Spiral, the Spectral Sailor to draw some cards. attack. Because if he flashes in with his wolf, we can just use starting development. Very cool. Oh no! You got me! Oh shit! Oh my god! So surprised. And then we want to cycle through our Gyruda. Get some value out of Stinger before he dies. And make him second guess himself. Play our land. End our turn. Play our land. Attack. Will he do it again? He's not. He's fucking scared. Cycle. Cycle. Ironclad. Very cool. That's what we want to see. It's better that he did it now than when he played... Yes! Perfect. Perfect. Just perfect.
Be wary of the ground you walk on.
Because now we just play Gyruda, and he won't be able to block it. Block with the land, and your Nissa will stay alive, but you'll be pretty much out of it. Next turn we play duel, hopefully. This deck is insane. So, what I'm seeing at the moment is that we have one tricolor land for the coverage, one plains, which will allow us to play the Dreadnought Healer turn 2. So we're going to keep this. Put it in. Dreadnought Healer turn 2. We can sacrifice the boom to get some more plays. Oh, he's playing mono red, so we definitely want to keep our healer. Place down our mana. Place down our Dreadnought Healer. Next turn, we don't get a land. We can cycle this through. We can cycle this through. Well, we'll cycle this through. We want to keep this in case we fight them. Okay, he removed our healer. No big deal. He has one less shock on his attack at the moment, so now he's down to 3. Oof. You little... Okay. Place down our mana. Place down the Ironclad Pyromancer for some defense. He's a 0-4. Unless he has the Fiery Exile card, he can't really do anything to us. Very cool. Chandra gets a tree there. Block the Scorched Spitter. Okay, not too bad. No lands, but now we can cycle this. 3 damage to the Chandra. And now we have 2 options. We can either use this next turn to possibly chump block one of his creatures, or we save this and then draw 2 cards during his turn to attack another creature of his. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to end our turn here. Giving the option to block here. Wait to see what he plays. He's playing his Steamkin. Very nice, very nice. Okay, now this is what we're going to do. We're going to cycle. Okay, got another land there. Cycle again. and get rid of the Steamkin. It's unfortunate that we were only able to get another tricolor land, but that's not too bad. Okay. We really want to play this card, so we're going to play our tricolor land. Play. Either we play our Stinger, or we can remove. I say we play our Stinger to get some damage out. And then we're going to have to pass because none of our cards are able to be cycled this turn. Next turn, we'll be able to play this. Oh, sugar. Alright, so that's 2 shocks gone from his deck. Mana, 2 cards left. Cavalcade. Okay, block damage from the Scorch Spitter. Opponent cannot respond. And another tricolor land. Aren't we just the luckiest people in the world? What to do in this instance? We want to get the engine going. Playing the rail. He only has 1 card left in hand, and we can probably chump block 1 more turn. He probably doesn't have an Ember Cleave, so we don't really want to taunt him. Just in case. I would like to remove his Scorch Spitter. If we play this, we can remove both of them next turn. So we're just gonna hope for the best on this one. I don't think he has any removable spells at the moment, otherwise he would have played them. Even if he had a Torbrand, we'd still be down at 1 HP, so we'll still be alive. Light up the stage, not too bad. 2 Infuriates, that would have been perfect for him. Oh no. I feel really bad for this man at the moment. Really bad for this man. Because if he kept his mana open, he couldn't use Infuriate to protect his creatures. We could play the Rel, but we don't want to because all the cards in our hand at the moment cost 2, and we only have 1 card that give us 1 haste. I mean 1 cycling. So we want to use this turn. Cycle. Land. Very beautiful. 1 to the Chandra. 1 to the Scorch Spitter. Play the land. Play our Rel. Because we got the land. Now we're gonna not attack. Because she can only proc once per turn. And we can do this at instant speed. Just making sure this thing was on. Pass. Actually, I should have used the Ironclad first. I shouldn't have waited until the battle phase. I should have done it during his upkeep. Draw 2 cards, please. Very nice. 1 to the Grim Initiate, 1 to face. Enters in tapped. Cycle. One to the zombie army, 1 to face. We're gonna end our turn by attacking with Rel. End our turn there, and that's it. Eudora, we're gonna play now, and that's a good game. Thank you, Fabio. Oof. Mulligan. Now you might be wondering why I mulligan, because we need an early curve, we need early pressure. What's he playing? Lurrus. If it's a Lurrus, then we're gonna have to want to prioritize as much health as possible. We don't want to shock ourselves when not necessary. Flourishing Fox won't be able to cycle until the very end anyway, so play our Stinger here. Chump block the Serrated Scorpion. Take 2 damage, he heals 2. Serrated Scorpion is such a nice common card though. Whenever he dies, he deals 2 damage to each opponent and you gain 2 life, all for 1 mana. Play the Fox. Cycle for land, maybe? No land. Unfortunate. But not exactly the worst thing that can happen. Still have a chump blocker for the Serrated Scorpion. Stormbringer, thank you. Gonna play the healer. Attack with this. He's not gonna block. Or he could block with the Scorpion, get the damage out. But I don't think he wants to lose field advantage this early in the game. That's why we're able to attack him. Plus we have our healer. Hushbringer as well. I don't think Hushbringer is going to be very useful in this matchup. Played the Lurrus. Or the Lurrus. You can infinitely cycle through this. Oh, that'd be a mean thing to do. What are we gonna do here? I don't think he has a lot of enter the battle effects, but just in case he plays his cat. We are not gonna block this. Falling off the mana curve is one of the worst things to happen. We have 22 lands in our deck, so the likelihood is quite low of drawing them. But we have a lot of cycling cards anyway, so probably should be doing that more. Very cool. Put out an Everwise. No attacks. We'll gain our life back next turn by just blocking, or this turn, rather. Play the mana, then we can cycle through a couple of these things. We can also use Dennet Flare next turn as well, or turn after this, just to get back a little bit of HP. Oof. Menace. attack this, heal 4, we're at 8, so 1, 2, 4, 6, 8. 8 plus 1 is 9. So we will be able to live next turn if we're able to kill one of his creatures now. We can Zenith Flare to kill his creatures. Kill the Lurrus. Don't attack with this. Block one of his block attackers next turn. I forgot to account for Stormfist. Fuck. 6, 7, yeah, I'm dead. How unfortunate. Lost to a Lurrus aggro deck. Didn't get any healers, didn't get our mana.